We are about to play in the finals of the Catan Community Open Tournament, and I'm super excited to be here, getting to play against some great opponents, and to be recording this game to show you all. This is my first tournament in about 3 years, and looks like I'll be placing in first position. So the first spot that I see is the 8-5-10 here. Let me move the board over. I think the 8-5-10 jumps out to me immediately, given that there's going to be pretty low wheat this game, with 11, 2, and 10. And I think that this 10 wheat is going to be blocked a lot because there's going to be someone on the 5-9-10 and the 4-8-10, meaning that this is shared, where I believe I'll get to start with this 5 wheat to myself. Maybe someone will start with a 9-10-2 and get to the wood port. But people tend, at least in the early game, not to block people solo. And so I'm very happy here to take this 8-5-10 point down towards the 3-1 port. I don't want to risk getting plowed to the wood port, and I don't even know if the wood port would be useful for me, but the 3-1 definitely would if I can beat the 8-4-3 player to their spot, to that 3-1. And I will be red in this game. So hopefully red can win. So if I was placing in second position here, I probably would be looking at either the 5-9-10 or the 8-4-10. I'm thinking if this 3-1 is safe to assume that it would be available if I started with the 8-4-10. There's a lot of sheep and brick clumped together, so if blue were to take the 4-8-10 here, there's a good chance that there could be something, hopefully like the 6-5-11 with it, maybe the 3-10-11, probably not the 8-4-3. And yeah, so blue decides to take the 4-8-10. I think that orange will probably take the 5-9-10 so that there's some source of wheat. And then this is a little bit of a tough spot for black. I don't think I really mind the 8-4-3 and 2-9-10 pointing towards the wood port, to get that access to that 5 wheat tile. Yeah, I really don't think that's that bad. But I definitely would be looking for other spots right now, and I'm trying to think about what I would do in black's position. I would start with the road, especially with the rare wheat, if I were to go that route. And the 2-9-10 becomes better because of this access to the 5-2, and a little bit the wood port could be useful. But black just has to take the 6-9-3. Maybe play without wheat. Maybe use the wood port more and kind of set up for a longest road. Maybe even try and win the race to the 8-3. 6-3-11. My initial thought is that I don't think that I like this quite as much as taking the 8-4-3, 2-9-10, or even the 2-9-10 with the 6-9-3. I think is kind of an outside of the box strategy that could work okay. But also, I don't really like orange getting this 8-4-3, which is something that I think is biasing me a little bit right now in this moment. But also, orange may decide to take the 2-9-10, and I really don't know that I want blue with the 8-4-3. What would I would get... Thinking about jumping into the voice chat to talk to orange. You said you think what? I don't know. Looks like the bot actually placed that road for black. Okay, I'm having trouble hearing them. But this is quite nice for me how this turned out. Because now the board's a lot more open for me. I'm trying to decide how I wanna play this. If I want to start on the 9-10-2 and go start with the road and a wheat and go to the 4-9-11, or if I should just be a bit safer and start on the 4-9-11 and go to the 9-10-2. I also will want to get to the 3-1 port if I can, and the wood port could be interesting if I have a spot on the 4-9-11. So, yeah, here I'm just between the 4-9-11 and 9-10-2. And either way, I plan to point towards the other one. So, blue's starting with a lot of sheep that I could potentially trade for. If I start with this road, then people are gonna wanna steal from me because I have a strong position, and also if I play the road, wheat's gonna be a pretty valuable resource. If I start here, I think it'll take me a little bit longer to get to the 9-10-2 if I start on the 4-9-11. I think these resources are just a bit better. I can trade a bit more for sheep than I can for wheat and probably brick too. Yeah, I think I'll be able to trade for a sheep. Hopefully someone will do that. And so I'm gonna start here. Now that I've rolled an ore, what would I want to get stolen? I'm gonna go ahead and play this road now. I should be able to beat blue to this spot. And yeah, with the double 10, it's a little bit more likely that I could get to a lot of cards. So right now, I would be rolling with 8 cards if I had not played the road. So I'm gonna be looking a lot to trade for sheep. I do realize that I have a city, but I think that paints me as quite a threat. Um, and if I city, I'll be more at risk of, uh, like, somehow losing the race to the 4-9-11. But I definitely don't wanna pass with 8 cards. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and city. And I think I'm gonna get stolen from a lot this game. But hopefully I can get this 4-9-11 still. I don't love porting the brick. I think but I do think that the 8 ore and 5 wheat gets blocked before the 10 brick does. I have no cards, which is good. I'd rather have no card than 1 card almost. Just for, like, robber purposes. Orange is less likely to play an aggressive knight now because they're so scared of me if they're not getting a card, and they're not gonna block this 8 ore. And blue commits a road to the 8-3. Okay, and there's 2 ore. So, another thing I could have done, was porting this brick for a sheep that I don't make and buying a development card. I don't think that would be a terrible strategy, but I think that the production is just so valuable this early in the game, and I really want a lot of wheat and ore and brick too. This is just such a good city. Very happy to be going first in this game. I really like this spot. I think it was clearly the best pick, especially not having to share the wheat with anyone else. And yeah, now I have the brick back. I'm gonna see again if someone's willing to trade a sheep. Think that black would be interested in this trade, but I might be too scary. Blue's taking it. Black, you don't want to do this? I can't. Okay. I can't hear you. Oops. I was definitely just saying all that stuff out loud in the voice chat, but maybe they're trying to tell me and I just didn't listen. Oops. Well, uh, YouTuber, I might have messed up a little bit there, but I really like my setup. Orange does have 2 development cards, which is quite strong. And yeah, I was more afraid. I think that this could be for a city for blue, and I'm less afraid of black in general. With no ore production, and yeah, I just think that the blue setup is a little bit stronger. It's like blue had a year of plenty, doubling up on this 8 ore and buying another 2 development cards. So yeah, definitely happy that I traded with blue instead of black there. I think that I would want to block the 10 wheat right now, even though blue has 1 wheat. I am the most scared of blue. Hmm. I don't think there's any wood available. Oops. Uh, Considering this trade, because I think I'm gonna 4 for 1 my brick and buy a development card. Ah, no. Okay. That's unfortunate. I thought that I like went to click on the trade because black accepted that trade for a second for the sheep and wheat, and so it distracted me from porting my brick for a wheat and buying a development card. Uh, which is really bad because now I'm gonna be blocked. Luckily on the 8 ore that I already have some of. What's what's blue gonna give me? Blue already has 1 ore. Oh, maybe they stole an ore from orange and didn't need another one. Orange decides to take from blue, and that 5 staying unblocked was super nice. Now I'm being punished a lot less for not having bought a development card like I wanted to last turn. I definitely am going to prioritize settling over citying here. I don't want to lose the spot. And I think I should be able to I should have tried this trade before settling, but I want to get a I wanna get the settlement, and I think citying is less important of a goal. This city was really big, that production really matters, but I think the second city isn't as important as the first one. Blue having 2 development cards, there's always a chance that I lose that spot if blue has, like, a road building or something, and that would set me back a lot more. I would love to get to this 3-1. I'm kinda surprised that blue and orange are mostly focused on each other here. Uh, I think black's right in the chat saying that, uh, it was a mistake for blue to offer the sheep, but yeah, just a really strong setup for me, and I still haven't blocked yet. And yeah, that's why I didn't wanna trade blue is because it was a city. That was the trade earlier on. Um, and now a 9, I can road settle on the 8 wood on the 8 ore already if a 9 rolls. I could also I don't think it's worth getting this 3, 10, 11 spot. I don't think it's that good for me, and I think that black is in the worst position right now. So I don't really wanna make an enemy, and yeah, I think just this 3-1 and tripling up on the ore is better. It makes my road network make more sense. Uh, and I think that my priorities in order are this 3-1 and then probably the wood port, but it could also make sense to go all the way to this 4 stop orange, who's definitely doing well from having this settlement spot. That ore port would be quite nice for orange and potentially for me, and then my road network makes even more sense. And yeah, we'll see what happens, but would love to roll a 9 here and settle on this 3-1 port. This would be a city for me. I think I would do this. Oh, fortunately I roll a 7. I think I'm gonna get rid of all of my brick. And I'm gonna go here and steal from orange. I think it helps that blue is continuing to steal from orange. We get a brick back. And I'm gonna go ahead and buy a development card, I think. This trade is always useful for me. I actually didn't see that chat message. But I think the blue was wanting to steal from orange anyway. Thinking about this trade, I think that's good. I want 2 brick probably before because my brick come in bunches, I don't really know that 1 brick is that useful for me. Hopefully, orange chooses to block blue next time. And black, who I think was, like, the most onto me, is stealing from blue now, which makes sense. Blue's gotten the army lead. And there's 3 brick. One issue I'm running into is a lot of times I'm needing multiple rolls in succession in order to do something that's the most useful. And I've 7'd out already, and I think I'm gonna have to pass with 6 cards again here. I don't think that anyone's taking any of these trades. So yeah, now I'm at 8 cards again, and if someone gets a monopoly, that's gonna be huge. That's like this board, there's a lot of ore out there at the same time with these 8s. Every 8 that's unblocked is 7 ore. So hopefully no one gets one other than me. I think that this 4-9-11 actually might be the better spot to city and just double up on the rare sheep. I think that the 4 wood is better than the 10 brick, and honestly, the 11 sheep is better than the 2 wheat to double up. Okay. No one has wood still. I think that black's probably right, even though black is the person who put it there and stole from orange. If I am gonna buy a development card this turn no matter what, so I should see what it is before citying, just in case it changes my plan. Uh, and yeah, I think that here, just need a wood roll at some point. Maybe get some sheep, and I'm really liking my setup here. Blue's also doing well, likely with army. But I'm not too far away from having 4 cities and longest road. And I think I'll be able to do that before blue gets close to 10 points or orange. When huh. Another expensive city for blue. The blue's probably at 6. Don't really want to trade orange brick. Maybe I should have done the 1-for-1 if orange was gonna get the trade anyway. The orange points away toward the ore port. It's already on the spot that I want blocked. So I think I'll do the 5 sheep. Do I want a city? I want to see if I can get a development card. Oh, that's all I meant to do. I might consider playing a knight here. I'm going to. And I want to put it back on this 10 wheat. And I get a sheep, which means that now I can buy a development card. And I get another knight. So I might have a chance at army now. With blue not having any cards and not having a uh not having a knight. Uh, so yeah, now, like, I potentially could win on the next orbit. Uh, I'll do that. That's quite a good trade for me, I think. Makes me a little less likely to get road, but I think that this is a better trade for me than it is for orange. I want to keep the sheep. I think I'll do that. That is what I was selecting. I get stolen from, which is probably right. That trade is less good now that I 7'd out. But I still have 2 knights. Block the wheat again. And I just want to steal from blue. Make no matter what. Yeah, I'm happy to get a sheep here. Um, what do I want to do with this hand? So you know what? These trades might be silly. I'm a little nervous that orange could plow me. Think that porting the wood is for wheat is almost a waste. So I'm just gonna pass with 8 cards and try and win next turn with the right combination of rolls. Because I don't want to commit this road and have orange beat me to the 3-1. I don't want to port for another development card when I might not need another development card. And yeah, now with a 5, I'm pretty close. A 10? A 10 wins the game, I think. Yeah, the 10 rolls. And now there's a few different rolls that I can win on. Uh, or takes away some of those winning rolls. What do I want to steal? Um, they both have sheep. Steal from orange this time. Okay. So I need 2 roads. I get brick. Can port for a city. Can buy some development cards. I'm gonna build the city. And yeah, no one has any knights in hand. I don't know if that was right actually. I thought about building one road and buying a development card. I would have loved to have settled on this 3-1. Or just like built the 2 roads. Um Maybe keep orange from having this 3-1. And I was also thinking about, yeah, buying a development card and building a road towards this 5 wheat. But I would have still been at 8 cards. I guess I could have bought 2 development cards and built a road here. And maybe that was the best idea. If I'd bought 2 development cards. Because now, if I don't win this turn or the next turn, blue's likely to have a chance to fight me for army. And let's see. It looks like blue's citying. I think that's a mistake. I think blue should be buying development cards as much as possible. Orange and black 7 out. I think that I'm gonna get black tier. I think the 9 is the best block. Maybe the 10 brick is, since I can make wood a couple of different ways. Okay, so orange likely has a knight. So I just need 2 roads to win, so a 4 or a 9 wins me the game because I can port my sheep for a wood. I mean, I would take this trade, but no, I shouldn't, actually. It doesn't give me any extra winning rolls. And yeah, I would have been embargoed anyway. Think that I need to buy a development card here just to be safe. I don't think that it's blue. I don't think that anyone else is gonna be able to win this turn or even the next orbit. And I expect orange to be blocking me again here. It'd be nice to have some control. So, and then with the knight, I'm gonna go ahead and hold my sheep instead of porting for a wood. With my brick blocked, I'm more likely to want to port this for brick. Okay, so blue's at 9 with this. Thinking about saying this, but actually I might be in core. Might not matter. It might not make a difference. I actually really like that it's not on my brick anymore, because now this 10's a winning roll. Okay. So blue has sheep. Do I really care about this 4 being blocked? I guess I probably do. I'm most afraid of blue. Okay. Can I build enough roads? I need 4 roads. I don't think I can. Yeah. I can only build 3 roads. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I think I know for sure I'm gonna do this. I also know that I'm gonna port for a wheat. I think that it makes more sense to give up on road and just have this 3-to-1 to be more likely to city and give up on the idea of taking road to win. So I'll be at 9 points. All I'll need is a city. I'm not going to lose largest army. So yeah, because if I take longest road, I probably with this 3-to-1 will also be able to just city to win. I should be able to get a city before Orange takes army from me. Okay. So now a 5 and a 2 both win. And a 9 wins. Okay. 8 gets blocked. I think that was reasonable to put in the chat. So now I got an ore stolen, so I just need any roll that's not wheat in order to win. This game has gotten a little bit closer than I'd like. I still have an out. Does anyone have an ore? Black has an ore. I think black has an ore in hand. Yeah, because black stored an ore from me, and then didn't use it, and has 1 card left. So I think that because of that card tracking, as long as I did that right, I should have blocked the 6 brick just in case. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Black had an ore. I was able to follow that, and that's what I needed to win. So I dumped everything and got an ore and won my first tournament back in about 3 years. Uh, I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. It's been super fun to make and just playing these games again. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed as much as I have. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please it'd be a huge help if you liked or subscribed to the channel. And if you have any feedback, good or bad, I would welcome it in the comments.